That's for you guys. What is your favorite project of all time? What are you working on right now? My favorite project working on might have been Putt Putt Saves the Zoo, um, or it might have been The Seventh Guest. Uh, Putt Putt was good because the whole team was working on it, and it was a very joyous experience. We divvied up the work by feel and by, you're doing the jungle and such, and you're doing the forest and the entryway, and you're doing Baldini and the monkey rhyming monkeys, and that was really fun. It was a good spirited project. Uh, and the Seventh Guest, I can listen to that a lot, and that the whole album's on my Vibe Deck page, and I think that most of the story kind of tells itself. What am I working on right now? Uh, Actually, Graham Devine is getting the band back together. Uh, he's getting the Seventh Guest team, a lot of them back together to do a project called Last Train, and I can say no more, and I've probably said too much. I'm also working on a lot of slot machines for a company called Multimedia Games. Uh, so right now I'm doing a tune it's like a summertime feel good tune. Um, and I'm going to be doing some jungle sexy music, some space age bachelor pad lounge music stuff. Um, I just got through doing some didgeridoo Australian things. Um, what else am I working on? There's all that stuff. I'm working on about 6 games right now. What? Let's see. You've seen the industry. The indie scene seems to be taking the most chances these days. How can game audio support this ascent? Well, the answer is don't be a jerk. The answer is when they tell you to do something and they tell you to solve a problem, yeah, you want to do that, but keep that part of your brain going, wait a minute, is this really the problem that needs solving? I mean, they've just said, okay, do 3 songs just like this other band. And yeah, you should do that. But then also say, uh, wait, do you want this to sound like that other band would have composed for this game? Or is what you're trying for angry? Because I know 4 other angrier bands, so you got to bring your stuff to the table always. And if they're, and this applies to the politics of the thing too. I mean, a lot of time the sound guy is the guy who figures out that the vision of the company isn't cohesive because he gets told to do one style by one person, gets told to do another style by another person, and he's the first to realize that they're making 2 separate games in their minds and that they need to have a meeting. Um, uh, but it's saying how could game audio support this ascent? Game audio isn't a guy. Game audio is you. How can you support this ascent? To taking the most chances, to take chances. Um, do follow your heart, follow your bliss. If something makes you sit up in bed and go, "Whoa, man, that was I can't wait. I've got to compose. I've got to duct tape a fuzz box to the front of my saxophone, um, and I've got to use that in this game. I've got to use explosions as a backbeat in a drum kit." If you get an idea like that and you sit up in bed and go, "Yeah," then you should do it. I could move to California. I could move to Barbados and do the same thing I'm doing and telecommute. You know, you don't necessarily have to do all those things, but pay attention to them because there's something there. I mean, if God's going to talk to you, what language is he going to use? What pipelines is he going to use? You're going to feel it. And if you're always sticking to the plan and staying on schedule, it's going to be hard for the universe to get its messages through to you. You've seen the industry grow from almost nothing to a multi-headed kraken. What is the next big thing for audio? Well, those are 2 very disjointed sentences. Yes, I have. And the next big thing for audio is whatever sounds good. I mean, this is audio. Um, I just realized that audio is the part of the atom bomb that kills you first. Um, it's uh, the next big thing. The next big thing to make money? The next big thing for audio. That's a confusing sentence because I have to figure out what a big thing is. It's whatever sounds good to you. That's the next big thing. Don't use your brain. Use your heart. You know, what are you dying to listen to? What did you listen to last that made you go, yeah? I'm going to a concert in the park this afternoon here in Coronado, and there's a cover band I'm very excited about. They're called Polyester something. Polyester Revolution or something like that. And they're going to do Rock the Boat. I'm totally hoping they're going to do Rock the Boat. It's a song I used to hate, and I'm just dying to hear them do it. So that's the next big thing in audio. Can my game audio files be mangled after sending them off? No, they can't be. They're impervious to manglement. Yes, they can be. And make sure that you label them and that you make the rule that if anybody else changes your files, they have to change the file name. That'll help a lot. And will this reflect on me professionally? It depends on which kind of asshole you're dealing with. Let's see. What's the best way to get more involved in the implementation of one's audio in a game? You'll always get lip service about that, you know. They'll be like, yeah, we want you totally involved from the very beginning, and then they'll drag you to super boring meetings, and you wish that you weren't involved. Get involved in the part of the audio that you care about. And pretty soon that will turn into implementation because you'll hand over your sound to them, and it will sound wrong, and they'll have dropped it into the wrong place. And once that's happened, you figure out how that came to be, and you solve that problem. Oh my gosh, the rest of these questions are just, we can let them go. And let me just give my special sign-off logo. This is the Fat Man saying, peace, love to everybody, and listen to sounds and make some. Where's the off button?